I'm starting a YouTube channel and I don't have pants. So there's that. So after years of not being able to put myself out there, I've finally decided it's been the time for me to start this channel. I've been on YouTube for legit like at least a decade at this point, since I was like, what, 13? Yeah, about a decade now. I've always wanted to make videos. I've always wanted to. It's just I was always camera shy, and even though I like going out, I like making friends out in public, putting yourself on the camera, it's tough. It's very nerve-wracking, especially when you need audio equipment. You got your camera going on, you got a laptop on the side, and you really got to know what you're talking about, or at least you got to edit the way you look, so that way you know what you're talking about. And so I think it's about time that I put my 2 cents onto it, and then see how can I improve and how can I contribute. Now, one of the main issues that I've struggled with in the past couple years is that I've had the ambition to try to start a channel, and sometimes I'll buy a little piece here, a little piece there, things that I think I need, but for the most part I don't follow through with it. And I'm pretty sure that's just because of the shy nature of standing in front of a camera and putting your opinions out in the world, and basically public speaking to the world. And it's time for me to make that first video, and if it does great, it does great. If it doesn't, then I learn from it and I make the next video absolutely spectacular, or at least a little bit better than the current one. I love finance. That's basically the gist of it. I love finance. I love numbers. I love different strategies. I love insurances. I love all the tools that we can use in finance. But of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I am currently back in college so I can get my bachelor, so I could eventually become one. So that's the goal. That's hopefully the goal. Hopefully by the time, in a couple years, by the time you see that I'll be fully established, and then I can say that I'm finally back in college for like the 3rd time. Had to drop out 2 other times in order, to continue it. Now, luckily, I've come to a point where my job is currently helping me out, coming into work, going into college, and basically going through it. And, luckily for me, I've been in a little bit more of a stable position during the pandemic, where I'm being able to stay home, work from home, things like that. But it's about time, that it's time that I finally put my foot down. And there's been a lot of topics that I definitely wanted to talk about. Definitely a lot of topics such as credit cards, loans, credit scores, budgeting, finance, my opinions on a bunch of these concepts that, could be used properly, though depending on the application, which is why a lot of times, good advice is not good for everyone at all the times. Because everyone's situation is different. And I think really popular in finance, things like taxes and things like strategies, like how to purchase real estate, how you leverage the stock market, like options trading and things like that. That's definitely something that we would eventually get into. But first, I believe that we should put the 2 cents on what is finance, how deep does finance go, do you need to go that deep? But more importantly, it's more of a conversation. These are things that I'll learn from you and you'll learn from me, and we'll have an open up discussion about down the line. Now I have to move on to the editing part, which is not the thing that I'm looking forward to. I like to think I'm a little tech savvy, but video editing is going to be a new world, especially now that I have separate audio. I just had this for prior things, and so I'm just like, I might as well set up the camera while I'm here. I'm going to do my best. Now that I'm going to hopefully publish this in the next couple days, first of all, to clean my room, because I don't know if you can see stuff. But my room is definitely a little bit messy. I'm definitely been getting out of a situation where I'm going to try to be cleanly, be, not so in my head about things, be in a better spot. Soon, hopefully, I'm able to purchase my first home, and hopefully a couple more things down the line, which I hope to have you guys be a part of. You know, I want to walk you guys through everything that I'm experiencing, so that way if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, at least from personal experience, that you know, I'll be here. And then from there, really, it's just, I'm excited. I'm really excited that I finally like get to be on YouTube, and I finally no longer have to be just in the comments and in the likes. Like legit, I can finally be part of a different kind of community, of the creator community. And it's going to be a lot of work, and I'm going to have to keep thinking of new ideas, obviously, you know, trying to be original with the content. But and even now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but as the video has gone on, I just started getting comfortable with speaking to the camera, and I started just to start blabbering about everything, and I don't even remember where I was actually at. And I have like little notes here on the side, just little bullet points to try to keep me on track. But just thinking about the possibilities of everything that we can talk about excites me, you know? Like, I have like 12 credit cards. I have like so many different opinions on all these different methods of like financing, loans, and insurances and all that. Now, just to go into a deep dive and things like that, and watching all the YouTubers like go into depth with it, you know, all the YouTubers that handle like the stock market, the life insurance companies, the car insurances, as well as budgeting apps, basically to try to refinance the money or move the money a certain way. There's loaning apps, which I will be making a video on, because I did use a loaning app last year, and I do want to give you guys an update of hard numbers. Not just an estimated what they think they're going to give me, like at the end of the year, what I actually made, you know, like with 1099 tax form and everything, and how that works out. So at that point, like, these are the kinds of videos that I want to produce at some point, like hard numbers that, you know, you can actually take home and make some form of a decision, or at least to look further into these things. And then we go from there. So now I gotta edit this. I gotta move everything around. I'm definitely gonna clean my room, and then I'm definitely gonna chop all this around. But for the most part, my name is Billy, and I'm still the guy with no pants.